Hey gang, it's your GM Drakeen here with another homebrew. We're going to be talking about the air domain. These are for deities like Akadi, some of the more ancient deities, Mulhorandi deities also uh, may come up under the air domain. Maybe you're running Princes of the Apocalypse and you wanted something for the air or wind cultists in there. But anyway, let's jump into it. So if you haven't looked at this already, maybe you have. So this is Faith in Avatars. Um, this is a second edition source for Forgotten Realms, and it's a great source for deities information, or some of the Forgotten Realms deities. Um, so it gives you, the titles of Akadi here, Queen of Air Elementals. It talks about her description, what her cultists are like, what her shamans are like, the types of offerings she takes, her avatar when she appears, um, what types of attacks she has when she appears as an avatar. Um, some of her titles, Lady of Air, some of her followers, what they're like, what kind of proficiencies and skills they have, where they live, what types of temples they have. It goes on and on. Their dogma, some special priests that worship Akadi called airwalkers, their, day-to-day activities, holidays, major places of worship, um, you know, types of abilities they have, even new spells. So it's a lot. It's a big resource, and it does this for every single Forgotten Realms god. So it's worth checking out, looking into. But let's jump into it. So this is a little blurb about Akadi, Queen of Air. Um, right off the bat, air domain spell list. Most of these you should be familiar with, um, and it's a good expansion for any cleric to have these spells. So it gives you a lot more options. Um, fly is never a bad spell to have. And then Servant of Air, you get at third level. You learn two cantrips with that. It doesn't count against the number of cantrips you can learn as a cleric. So let's look at those. In addition, you can learn Orin, which is a version of Primordial. But let's look at Thunderbolt and Windlash. So Thunderbolt, and these both are verbatim from Cobalt Press. Now Thunderbolt doesn't scale, so I didn't cut that off. It just doesn't scale. This is it. Um, it's got a 30-foot range. I believe it's only on the sorcerer spell list, so you know. But I wanted to give clerics a few more options because, especially if they're, domain clerics, one of my domain clerics, just so they have some other things, non-standard things that clerics can do and kind of reflect the will of their deity. So this takes someone's reaction and does damage if they make a successful attack. It's only 30-foot range, but it's not bad. It's okay, I guess. And then Windlash. This does scale, and I think I've talked about it in another video. Very short range, 20 feet, but on a hit, does slashing damage, and they're pushed 5 feet away from you. Not stellar either, but probably slightly better than Thunderbolt. So those are the two cantrips for that. And then also at third level, um, your speed is increased by 5 as you're kind of propelled by guiding wind. In addition, whenever you cast a cleric spell first level higher, uh, you can use your bonus action to fly 10 feet without provoking opportunity attacks. And I believe that's verbatim from Tempest Domain. If Don't quote me on that, but I believe it is. And then Heart of Storm. So this deals damage. It's like your channel divinity. Um, yeah, and you choose which one you want to use and does 2d10 plus your cleric level as you create an aura of a storming aura around you, like 30-foot radius. You also gain until the end of your next turn resistance to lightning and thunder damage. So that's that. Moving on to the higher level stuff. At seventh level, you gain some resistance to like gases, vapors, cloud kill, stinking cloud, inhaled poisons, some breath weapons, and you can hold your breath indefinitely. So you'd be surprised when this comes up. Um, I'm running Tomb right now, and the party was just recently affected by poison gas because they are on a island where there's an active volcano, and sometimes that happens. So ninth level ability, you can summon an air elemental to fight for you, unless you lose control of it, and gets into details about that. And then, last but not least, you can get Wind Walk. Also, you can cast this on other people, and also you can make them invisible while you are wind walking. So that's, I feel like that adds some color to Akadi, and who she is. Um, yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. These are my games. Hope to see you at the gaming table. Take care.